What's going on YouTube? JT's Reborn here, and welcome back to another DC Comics news and update type video. Well, this was just posted on the Warner Brothers Entertainment Instagram page. I guess this was announced at Comic-Con last night. I also just got done posting my solicitations video, and I had let that upload, and then it took a minute, and now I'm back to talk on some more news. So, DC just announced their next phase of animated movies for next year. Not too many details are known about them, but like we can roughly speculate. So let's go ahead and go through the list. So, of course, coming in 2023. So let's go through here. The first one is RWBY Justice League. So this is a crossover between that RWBY anime series, I guess, and Justice League. A kind of interesting choice for a crossover, but yeah, I never really got into RWBY. I know there's a comic, RWBY Justice League, but I'm kind of surprised they're making an animated adaptation of this. I would have much rather have gotten like a sequel to Batman TMNT. And then next is Batman, the Doom That Came to Gotham. So this is based, like my friend was telling me, it was based on that like Mike Mignola comic. I think he's the creator of Hellboy. So I haven't read that particular story, so I know really nothing about it. It's not really one of their... I mean, it's interesting they're going to be adapting this one. It's kind of a surprise. I figured they'd go for something a little bit more, like, well-known. It's not something I'm very much familiar with. Those rumored Crisis on Infinite Earth animated trilogy, I guess, is just not going to be true unless it's a big surprise for later on. But yeah, so we got that one. Next up is Legion of Superheroes. So hopefully it's something good and not based on the Brian Michael Bendis thing, because I know he was working on a series or something like that for HBO Max. But hopefully it's not that, because that wasn't pretty good. And then lastly, we have Justice League Warworld. Now, currently going on in DC Comics is the Warworld saga that Philip Kennedy Johnson's writing. It's actually pretty good, and it could make for a pretty interesting movie, but now they're calling it Justice League Warworld. So there's a lot of intrigue and mystery around that. I don't know if it's going to be based on that or if they're just kind of taking inspiration from it and telling its own unique story. Are any of these set in the whole like shared continuity of the Tomorrowverse, as people are calling it, or are they going to follow up on that ending to what happened in the Constantine City of Demons thing? Because that was such a... or not City of Demons, Constantine, the House of Mystery. Are they going to follow up on the old DC universe? Like, now that they're not, like, there's no confirmation of an official, like, Crisis on Infinite Earths, like, animated trilogy, now I don't know exactly what's going to be happening with that whole, like, weird, abrupt ending to that short. It felt like it was setting up something for future use, but we never really, like, got to figure out like what that was per se. So yeah, like I said, a lot of speculation. Nothing I'm too like the one I'm most intrigued about, RWBY Justice League, not really up my alley. Batman, the Doom That Came to Gotham, I could probably just go ahead and give that a read later after watching this video, because I'm not really familiar with that story. Legion of Superheroes has potential because it's, you know, been based in like comic books for a long time, and you could tell a pretty good story with that, but we'll just have to wait and see what they do with it. And then lastly, the one that has me the most intrigued is Justice League Warworld. So that one has potential to be very good. I don't know the style they're going with. I don't know if they're going to connect it with these newer animated DC films, or they're going to do something different with it, or maybe connect to the old ones, or if they're all going to be standalone. It's all speculation at this point, but now we have just an official confirmation that we're going to be getting some new animated DC films for next year. And then we're also got a couple that are still coming out like this year that are going to be... you know, setting up, I guess, for future movies, or it's going to be connected. I don't really know at this point, but we'll just have to wait and see. But anyways, what are your thoughts on this? Are you excited for this news? Are you disappointed in it? Were you hoping for something else? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Be sure to like this video, share with your friends, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content. And yeah, so come back later on today. I got some more comic book stuff coming out. Like I got a Comic-Con breakdown of all sorts of stuff coming out today. So yeah, but yeah, DC animated stuff. I always like to see some DC animated movies, and don't have too much hype for really any of these new announcements per se, but you know what, sometimes it's good to go in a little underhyped and then something can exceed your expectations. So I'm hoping that's the case with this thing, but only time will tell, so we'll see. Anyways, that's all I gotta say. Be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I'll be back to be covering more stuff today because, like I said, it's Comic-Con day. There's going to be a lot of trailers dropping, a lot of news. So just be on standby today. So Sean's got you covered with some stuff. So, all right, well, that's all I got to say. As always, take care now. Bye-bye then, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.